Just trying to get everything lined up before we go. There we go. It looks pretty good tonight. All right, guys. Shout out to all the subscribers on the channel. Don't forget to hit the likes, turn the notifications on. Don't forget to watch the video all the way to the end. Leave your comments. I'm Ricky, and welcome to Outside the Staves Podcast. And we are here tonight to hang out with you guys. We're going to be doing a little something different tonight. We're going to talk about some things. We are going to make something pretty cool drink. We're going to be having some fun tonight. And if I can find my lighter and good stuff like that, and there it is. Okay. And have some fun tonight for just a little bit, but we're going to enjoy each other for a little while, and we're going to talk about some news that's coming up and some different things and some different people that we're going to be sharing with you guys. So, hey, like I tell you guys every week, to go ahead on and get your rocks glass, go ahead on and get your Glencrans, go get your coffee cups, go get, hey, Queasy, what's up, man? Go get your teacups, go get whatever, go get whatever you guys are drinking out of. Go get the styrofoam cup with the straw in it from McDonald's that you guys drank last night. Let's put some good brown bourbon up in there. And let's talk about it tonight, y'all, and let's have some fun. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to play this out, and you guys go give you guys about a minute to do what you got to do. All right, guys, welcome back, man. Give you guys time enough to go ahead on and get you guys this whatever vessel you're going to be drinking out. Vessel. Hey, got some things to run past you guys tonight. We got some things coming up here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Fee Brothers tonight. We're going to make a drink tonight. We're going to talk about the bourbon market. We're going to talk about some things, y'all, and it don't necessarily have to be Ricky is the end all be all about it, because I am not. I'm gonna put that out there right now. I'm just learning as we go along. As things change every day in this bourbon market, as you guys know, that excuse me, that Fawn Weaver took a major hit this past week. We're going to be bringing that up a little bit later. Not necessarily later tonight. We're going to be talking about that later on here. That's a pretty unfortunate situation that happened to her. And yeah, so, but nevertheless, let's get right down to it. I am going to be smoking on this cigar tonight while we are banging it out. This Quorum cigar. Yeah, we're doing the Quorum, my man. We're smoking Quorum tonight, and I'm gonna fire that up while we are getting started with our live tonight. And I want to talk to you guys about the. Might as well get into it. Rip the Band-Aid off the Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest. Hey, Willie, man, thanks for coming up in here, man. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm glad I was on your live earlier today. Have you had Hard Truth Sweet Mash Bourbon? Yes, sir. Bourbon Tequila. Let me see something here. You're brand new. I haven't seen your name up in live ever. Maybe because people coming in, and I just really kind of like. But I want to acknowledge those that are I'm going to subscribe to you. I love your background, man. I like bourbon tequila. I like your stuff, man. And I just moved your channel a little bit more. I like your setup. I really do. Even the toaster right there on the right hand side. My man, I like that. Well, thanks for coming in here tonight, man. Let's get this drink poured up right quick. Let me get this. I'm going to talk about the bourbon festival here quickly in a little bit. Let's get this drink poured up real quick. And yes, I saw the toaster. So Fee Brothers reached out, and we are doing something with Fee Brothers bitters, and just received a package from them Friday and yesterday, and I was looking at the different type of stuff that they have to offer in fat washes. So I did a fat wash. I did a fat wash about a year and a half ago, and gentlemen, ladies, it came out like a for real nightmare. Okay, and it was a bacon fat wash, and I was using a low proofer bourbon. Didn't know what the hell I was doing, just reading it off the internet and trying to make it happen and make it do what it do. And I just went off what Google and YouTube say do, and I did it, okay? So I put the grease into the bourbon, shook it up. It came right up to the top immediately. Okay, and I refrigerated it for like 3-4 days to let that grease get hard on the top. Skimmed it off. I let it sit for about 3-4 days, and I'm like, pulled it off, poured it, strained it, the whole 9 yards that they told me to do. What uh, what a complete utter nightmare that I faced, and I said the fat wash deal with me is a wrap. It's done and over with. We're not going to get into a fat wash. I've had some fat washes since then at local bars and things like that. And it's really, really good. I'm not going to knock it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So Fee Brothers came out with a fat wash that I said, hell, I'm gonna try. And they sent the stuff to me, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So the three that they sent, y'all, and it's about to take everybody on a whirlwind right here, cause it is what it is. Now these are not bitters. I made my wife the first old fashioned recently using cherry bitters. Now you know what? Bourbon tequila veteran, I forgot to bring my cherries out here, but okay, I know. Nevertheless, we still gonna make it without the cherry. But check this out, Fee Brothers, they sent 3 bottles of their fat washes. Okay, the one that we're gonna be using tonight is the brown butter fat wash right there from Fee Brothers, and they sent, like I said, they sent 3. I'm gonna let that one last. That one just takes me over the top every time I see it. So it's the Fee Brothers bacon fat wash right there, and the third one is the Fee Brothers roasted duck fat wash. Roasted duck, yeah. So yeah, Lexardo cherries are very, very good in old fashions. Lexardo cherries are very, very expensive. I went and bought a cherry from Woodford. Bought it from the liquor store just the other day. Um, I am a Lexardo no more, cause yeah, this you need to try the Woodford cherry. Uh, just give it a try. It may not be your jam, but just give it a shot. So I went and I made this drink, and I'm gonna make this drink with you guys tonight. I'm gonna pour it up. I kind of dialed it into my taste profile. You guys can do whatever you guys want, and take it from there. So, but what I didn't do, I just went straight bourbon, and I know that ryes really pull out a lot of everything. So tonight we're going to make the drink. I used Evan Williams barrel proof for the first time that I made it. Really, really, really liked it. And I'm going to amp it up a little bit tonight with a rye. And I'm going to use the Sycamore rye here, but it's going to be the Sycamore rye cask strength. And we're going to pour it up and make it up tonight. So this is what the ingredients call for to me. You guys can do whatever, like what sets your taste profile on fire. Herculitis, man, what's up, man? Thank you for coming up in here tonight, man. So what I did is I'm going to use the Demerara syrup next time, but right now I'm going to use the regular simple syrup, and I'm going to pour this up, and I'm going to use a half ounce of simple syrup. And I'm going to use, now it's the brown butter fat wash is not a bitter, okay? It accelerates the experience. That's the best way I can say it, y'all. I mean, it takes it to another level. Here, I'm gonna tell you, Angostura, the regular yellow lid bitters. Okay, I'm just gonna go with six dashes of it real quick, and just 6 drops, and that's it. At that point, this is how I just made it up. You guys may have made it the way that you guys want. I'm just going to go ahead and stir that up. And while you guys are in there, I'm doing this here. What are you guys sipping on tonight? Hey, what are you guys sipping on? And just put it down in the comments what you guys are sipping on tonight. And we could talk about that in just a few. So I got that stirred up. And then I went and I did 6 drops. 2, 3, 6 drops of the brown butter fat wash, okay? I'm gonna stir that up in there with the simple syrup. I'm gonna stir it up there with the bitters, okay? Now here's where it kicks in at. I'm using the rye tonight, and we're gonna go with the Sycamore, like I told you guys a little bit earlier there. Have you used brown sugar simple syrup? I have not. And you're cracking open a new bottle of Old Elk Wheated tonight. All right, man. All righty. That's cool. I like my old fashions a little bit more than a 2-ounce pour. So I usually just go like a 3-ounce in there. So we got the mix already made up, okay? We have the brown butter fat wash in there. We have the bitters in there. We have the simple syrup in there. All right, fellas, so we're just gonna stir it on up. Get at a good stir, and we're about to make some magic happen here. So I don't want you guys making fun of me, because I told my wife before I came out of here, I said, I want to make this drink, okay? And I said, I don't want to make this drink and have to get up and go to our freezer and get the ice and all this goofy stuff, you know. She says, use a Yeti. She said, just use a Yeti. And so I'm gonna use the Yeti, and I'm going to, I'm gonna use the Yeti, and I'm just gonna pour ice cubes right into the mix. Okay. And with that, and then I'm just gonna stir this up. Ben Gillette, you're making me hungry, Big Rick, man. You're gonna have your fill of food tomorrow night, because that's one thing that we're gonna talk about. Ben's gonna be one of my guests tomorrow night on Sipping and Tripping. That is the live to be the lives of lives. He's going to be on with me tomorrow night, and we're going to be drinking and talking it up. So once we get that part done, I put a big rock, round rock of ice in another Yeti just to keep it right. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead on. I should have brought my strainer out on this one too, but nevertheless, check it out. We're gonna pour this bad boy right up in here. And we're done. And all we did was make an old fashioned. Joe, what's up, man? Thank you for coming up in here tonight, man, and hanging out with me, man. Thank you. What we did tonight was just taking Fee Brothers brown butter fat wash, made an old fashioned. I don't have the orange slices. I don't have the cherries. You guys get garnish. You guys can garnish it any kind of way. I did, man. That's going to come up here in just a couple minutes. So the brown butter fat wash. How they did this is beyond me. You guys got to get on the internet, read up on it. James, what's happening, my man? So the brown butter fat wash made with sycamore rye, with regular simple syrup, Angostura bitters, rocks, Cuba rocks in a rocks glass. Fellas, this is what's happening right here. Check this out. Wait a minute. Lights out. It takes the wait a minute here, guys. Wait a minute. It takes the sounds like you are talking dirty, B. It takes the Linda, hey, how are you? It takes the old fashioned, traditional old fashioned that we know it, how we drink it, and how we've been drinking it to a whole nother level. Okay. I wouldn't BS you. This right here, this drink right here with Fee Brothers brown butter fat wash. I don't know what the hell they did here, but they have my buy-in. We're going to be doing probably another one, maybe tomorrow night. We're going to pop open the bacon fat wash tomorrow night and try to make. I'm thinking trying to do a candied bacon fat wash drink. That's going to take it to another level, fellas. That right there is, I'm looking forward, because if it tastes anything like this one that I just poured up right here in this old fashioned, killer. Lights out, complete, the end. And then top it down with a toke here. You just taste the rye notes. It tastes like, you guys remember back in the day, the fresh, off the press, fresh caramel corn, right? Hot, right out the skillet hot kind. That's what that tastes just like, only in the liquid form. I promise you. The everything is just doing everything on the inside of my mouth. I know that totally came out wrong. So y'all just Bear with me on that one, okay? It even didn't even sound right in my headset. Frontier came over to my house today. We were on live last week, and I was just irritated as hell with Frontier and my internet. So I was like, he came over today. Little short guy, stood up on the, I stood up on the step, and he was looking up to me. And I was like, hey man, listen. I said, let's talk it out. And I said, I'm paying $140 a month for internet now. And I said, I'm sick and tired of having to go to my lives and my lives buffering and carrying on and things like this. I was at my wits' end. But I tried to have some patience with this dude because it, it may not have necessarily been his fault. But I just don't like to spend my money on bullshit. I just don't. I have a problem with that. And so he he came out to the cave here and he said, Ricky, he said, man, let me hook you up. He said, let me hook you up. Let me hook you so you don't buffer. He said, Ricky, let me hook you up so you look good. Woo, woo, woo. He said, let me hook you up. And I was like, I looked at him. I didn't have a smile on my face. I didn't have happiness in my heart. But I did tell him straight up. I'm like, listen, make it work before you leave. And I had the look on his face. And all of a sudden, he was like, hey, man, okay, all right. I said, make my stuff work because I don't like giving you money like this. This is ridiculous, and I'm done with it, okay? And I walked away. Y'all listen, I'm not that dude. He was about 5'3". I'm 6'9". You know, he was about $125. I'm pushing 345. So y'all know I'm giving y'all the visual. I'm giving y'all the visual. 10 minutes later, he came in the house. Andy, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's gonna get good, Andy. Check this out. He came in the house, and he's like, Ricky, you want to step out here right quick? I was like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? He said, this is what I'm gonna do. He said, I'm gonna take your stuff from the outside of the house and bring it into your cave here, man. And so I got this box on the other side of the wall. It looks done good to me. I don't know what done mean, but it looked done good to me right now. It's working, and I said, hey man, I said, before you leave, I said, I tell you what, why don't you give me your home phone number? He said, what you need that for? I said, because if my stuff ain't acting right, I'm calling you late night and I'm gonna wake you up and I'm telling you to come over here to my house and you're gonna fix my internet because I paid hundreds of dollars to be right. And you want your stuff right. You don't want to be coming out here. Joe Unfiltered told me one time, he said, man, he said, my stuff looked like dial up. And I was like, I'm done. You ain't got to say that no more. You don't ever have to say, I remember Joe said, Ricky, your stuff looked like dial up. So, yeah, without this, I was Suge Knight on his ass without the cigar. So that's how the deal went down with Frontier and stuff like this. It was bad. It was bad. And I was like, I'm tired of getting on these other dudes' lives, man, and they stuff looking good and mine looking like a welfare case. Mine looking like the projects. And I was like, we gonna fix this up toot sweet. And I was like, I need your phone number. And get this, the boy gave me his phone number. Dizzy, what's up, man? Dizzy. What's going on? It's my guy right there. So let me put this out there real quick. Fee Brothers is not a sponsor of this channel. Fee Brothers is not giving me anything. Fee Brothers sent this stuff to me. They're like, Ricky, try this out. Fee Brothers going in the real quick future, real quick future. It's going to be a collab. Yeah, that brown butter fat wash is the deal. All right, we got that knocked out the way. So, the Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest, about to get on it. Y'all say he's still on my Palm Pilot. Listen, y'all need to quit this mess, man. Y'all listen, y'all look. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about me too much more because I got my internet fixed. I'm about to get me a new laptop. I'm about to get me a new cell phone. My tablet's working good. Don't mess my mojo up tonight, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest is coming up, 26th of September. Put your dates down on that, okay? I don't know how many more tickets they have left. I've heard that they have some tickets left, general admission tickets left. Our bourbon group is going to be there. Chartered Oak Bourbon Society is going to be there, and I'm going to be there. I heard, I got to laugh about this one a little bit. I heard that through the grapevine, the SLB drinks, Kurt and Trenton's going to be there. I know that to be true. I know that to be factual. I know that to be factual. Here's the thing. The pre-party is going to be up in Auburn, Indiana. I think Andy Joe is still up in here. I think Andy Joe is still up in here. I think she is. We're having a backyard bottle share that Friday night up in Auburn. She's going to give me the information, and I'll send it out on my community post. Fellas, if you guys are in the Fort Wayne area, in the county, hell, if y'all want to bring y'all tails to Fort Wayne like Joe, y'all sitting up in Dizzy, y'all sitting up here cracking and everything. Y'all need to get on them planes and come see me, man, and come break some bread with me and smoke some cigars. Hey, Dizzy, when you come, bring that creditins with you, all of it, okay? And come and hang out and do what we do and have some fun and things like this and have a good time. It's on the 26th of September, and we're going to have our tent out there. We're going to be rocking it, and we're going to be drinking, and we're going to act like hell. At least I'm going to act like I'm 19. You know, I'm going to drink. I'm going to have a good time. On the 25th, we're going to be going up to Andy Joe's to her event, the pre-party, and we're going to party up there and have a good time with them up there. And then once the Fort Wayne Bourbon Festival is done and over with, because I only live about 3 minutes away from it, we're going to get together. Now, it might be at my house, okay? And we're going to act like a bunch of ninjas. I'm going to keep it PC, okay? We're going to act up, and we're going to have a good time. When y'all see this, y'all going to be like, this dude is off the hook, okay? We're gonna rock it out. If you want to come, come. If you don't want to come, stay home, okay? But we're going to have some fun and have a good time. We're going to act like a bunch of ninjas. We're going to keep it PC because I don't want YouTube to be kicking me off to say what I want to say. The 26th, face-to-face, I'll say what I want to say. But we'll say ninjas tonight. And people like listening and they're like, honey, what's ninjas? What is he talking about? What's a ninja? Hit me up on y'all hit me up on my YouTube channel, not the YouTube, but the Yahoo email. I'll tell y'all what ninjas are, okay? Because I'll do it then, because I can tell y'all what. Cam, I got to be good. I have to be good because the Cam family just came in here, and the Cam family is a really good YouTube channel, and they have beautiful kids. When they come up in the live, I have to keep it PG because I respect them. I respect the husband. Man, hell of a husband and wife. See, you guys go, if you haven't subscribed to the Cam fam, go ahead and y'all go ahead and no, Dizzy, it's about to get good, man, because there's some things I got to get off my chest tonight. And no, I'm not gonna sing. I'm not. I'm not gonna do all that. KC, man, what's going on? Will, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming up in here. So listen, I want to tell y'all something. Um, Here's the question. I said this a year ago. I said this over a year ago, and I'm right. I'm right about it. I'm right about it. I don't care what nobody say. I know I'm right about this one. This secondary market. The second. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna make sure because I want to. I respect folks. I respect folks, even if it's on my live and things like this. I'm still gonna respect folks. Cam fam, if your kids are around, put your fingers up against your ears because I gotta say some things. Okay, I'm gonna have some. Actually, it's gonna be penny loafers. I'm gonna wear some just some quarter and penny loafers. I most certainly am. I'm gonna be looking like a for real OG. Okay, when I roll up, I'm gonna have my cigar. I'm gonna have some quarter and penny loafers on. I'm gonna have a vest on and a t-shirt on under it. Y'all gonna be like, look at this dude, bro. I'm gonna be 58 years old. Hell, I'm gonna play the 58 part. Okay, hell, hell. So I said a year ago, over a year ago, and I said over a year ago, I said, hey, the secondary market is whack. I said the secondary market is totally out of line. We need to figure something out with the secondary market. I'm arguing face to face with people. You know, my brother-in-law, I argued with him. I argued with friends about the secondary market. They were like, hey man, Ricky, you don't have to buy it. And I'm like, you have to buy it either, okay? But I was like, hey, this cigar is damn good. I ain't gonna lie. That's it's good. That cigar is nice. So they're like, you don't have to buy it. You buying and then you the secondary market, and then you got these taters on Facebook Market selling stuff, man, for 10 times the amount. My son went out to Colorado, to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm sorry, to Nevada, Las Vegas. And he said, Dad, he said, man, I'm gonna bring you something back. I said, what you sending? Bro, he sent me a picture of a Weller Special Reserve. I got one up on the shelf right here behind me. And I was like, okay. Lee Turner, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming up in here. Go ahead, you guys that are in here. You guys want to move your channel numbers up a little bit. Go ahead and subscribe to Lee. Lee, go ahead and subscribe. Hit him up. Show him some love. He sent me a picture, right? Of a Weller Special Reserve, a foolproof, and a Thomas Handy. I was like, okay, cool. Y'all, Las Vegas, Nevada. This was Monday. No, yeah, Tuesday. Cause him and his honey bunny went to Vegas. He sent me to work. He sent it to me before I went to work. And I opened up the text, man. It pissed me off instantly to see what the hell the prices were with this little $36 bottle in Vegas had a price tag on it in Vegas at $299. And I'm like, what in they had a George T. Stagg. I was like, damn, that's a good price. But I didn't have my glasses on. That's a good price at the George T. Stagg at, $100.99. It's like, damn, that's a good ass price, right? And I was about to hit him up and tell him, tell his mama to go ahead and Venmo him the money and get it here and get it up on my shelf on my little shelf right here. I was like, yeah, I like that. And I've maximized the screen because I didn't have my glasses on. And man, that stuff was $1,000.99. I'm done with that. I'm done. I figure you were Hamilton at the bro. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm so done with it. I paid $36 here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for this Weller Special Reserve, and they got it on the damn shelf at $299. I got to get some things off my chest tonight. I got it. I just have to. So I hit him up. I hit him up. I called him right then. I was like, hey, man, wake up. I don't care if he was laying up with his girl in his arm. I don't care if they were, I don't care what they were doing. I was going to interrupt that moment. I was like, bro, listen, don't ever send me no stuff like this no more with the prices. What's up? Possum? Possum. Okay. Man, I seriously, I was like, bro, wake up. And he's like that because, it's like at 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm going to work, 3, 2, 1, it's like 1 o'clock there, and that's the city that don't sleep. So I was like, shit, wake up, wake up. I need to talk to you. Don't send me no stuff like this, bro, because it irritates the hell out of me that these prices are out of line nationwide. It ain't. So I was like, you know what? Just let me put it on out there. People gonna hate Rick. I don't care if you hate Rick. I'm just gonna tell the truth and keep it real. So no. And I'm like, who sells Weller Special Reserve? This funky ass little green bottle right here. This little funky ass green bottle right here. I bought that bottle right there for 36 bucks here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, all day, every day. Okay. Hey man, thank you. Thank you for coming in, man. Thank you, Possum Man. Stops. Thank you for coming. And I was like, this little funky ass green bottle for $36, and then they put it up for, and I'm like, stop. All week long, I've been mad about that. I've been in my feelings about the prices. You know what? I'm gonna put it on my community post as soon as I'm done with this live. I can't make it up. When y'all see this, y'all gonna be like, Ricky, man, you tripping? No, I'm not. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I was like in my feelings all week long about this damn bourbon bottle, right? Is the bourbon market balancing out? I said this a year ago. TM, what's up, man? I said this a year ago. I said, and I said it. I meant what I said, and I'm gonna stand on all 10 on this one. I'm like, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Wild Turkey, Old Forester, let me see, Maker's Mark, Knob Creek, the Ballers, the Ballers, okay, the Ballers. I said to them, I said to my dudes, I'm arguing with these dudes, man. I'm falling out with these dudes. And I'm like, listen, y'all better, think about what Big Rick about to tell y'all. And it's a year later, more than 365 days. I'm about to say it now. The Ballers, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Woodford, and all of them. Those are staples in the game. Those are staples. They're going to do what they have to do. But I said this. The craft distillery guys are getting ready to come up and come out. And bro, let me tell you what, these dudes are starting to do it. Okay? So I said, I wonder if, I told some friends of mine, I'm like, what's going to happen is that you're gonna get the Buffalo Traces. They're gonna drop their prices drastically. They're gonna drop it drastically because they need to compete with these young dudes that's coming up in the game. And so I was like, okay, yep, great, exactly. Minding my damn business. Thursday night, I was minding my business, doing what I do, just driving down the street, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go into this liquor store. It's hot as Hades in Fort Wayne. It is hot as hell in Fort Wayne Thursday. And I just wanted something cold. I didn't want to drink no hot ass bourbon. I didn't. And I'm trying to do good. I'm not doing no more hunts. Hunts can bite me. Hunts are over. I'm not doing. I'll do hunts from the distillery end. I'm not trying to do no more hunts and things like that. I'm done with hunts. I went up into this liquor store, man. It was hot. Had did a little work and things like that. Walked in there, got my little four twisted teas. This, honest to God, this is a true story. I cannot make this up. I bought me four twisted teas. I got to the cash register. This is a story that y'all need to stay cool with your liquor store attendants, because when you hook them up, they gonna hook you up. I ran my pay in my pocket to pay for these little teas, and they was dripping. They was dripping on the outside. It's cold, chilling. It was. I could just feel it right now. And all of a sudden, the girl said, "Ricky," and I turned around and she said, "I got something for you, man." And I said, "What?" Hold on. The little girl said, "I got something for you, man." And she said, "I watch your show." And she said, "I know you don't have this up on your shelf." And I said, "What you got?" She said, "Colonel Edge Taylor." I said, "I got it." She said, "No, you ain't got this one." I said, "Which one is it?" She said, "It was the barrel proof, uncut, unfiltered." All right. I'm going to roll it with y'all here tonight. I'm going to roll that because, so I got this bottle. The E.H. Taylor barrel proof, uncut, unfiltered. Okay, here it is right there. I was like, Buffalo Trace is pissing me the hell off anyway with these astronomical ass prices. So I was like, how much you want for it? Tell me the ticket. She goes and gets on her little trusty little computer and things like that. She typing some stuff in. And y'all, I thought this chick mispriced this bottle, right? She hit me up and she was like, "Hey, $50 in Uncle Sam." Uncle Sammy. Y'all know who Uncle Sammy is. Uncle Sammy is y'all's uncle. He ain't my uncle because he take my money every other week. It's called FICA. I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah." And so $50 for this Colonel Edge Taylor. Now here's the thing. 127 proof, okay? And I start doing my little homework, my little novice homework, my little novice homework. 127 proof. So I came home to the house and I was like, okay, hold on. 127 proof, same distillery. I think it's the same mash bill. 127 proof. And I pulled my stag off. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, stop the presses. This is 129.2. This right here, this stag is 2 proof points different than the Colonel Edge Taylor right there. And I got that bottle for $50 and change in Uncle Sam. All right. And I'm like, is the bourbon market really starting to balance itself out? Here's the thing, gentlemen. This was where Big Rick is not going to be like that tonight. Y'all liquor stores, I'm about to tell you that in a minute, Ben. Y'all liquor stores that are in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm just going to go on the low end. We're going to go benchmark. We're going to say benchmark. Y'all know that benchmark 8. Benchmark 8 is the bottom line. It's not the bottom line. The benchmark ancient age, that's the low end. Okay. All right. If y'all can go to the liquor store and get benchmark 8 for $14, I ain't gonna call no names out, but I will tell y'all this. People that are drinking bourbon nationwide, less known Fort Wayne, people that are drinking bourbon know better and they know what you're doing. Y'all need to quit the bullshit, because what's happening is this. You can go and get benchmark 8 for $14 a fifth, a $7.50 at store A, and then turn around and go to store B and get the same benchmark aid, same mash bill, same glass, same this, that, another, this, that, another. Hold on, Ben, I'm about to get there. And then all of a sudden, you they marked it up to 24, bro, quit. I'm done. I am so, I'm done with that. So I drank it. I put them up to the test. 2 proof points difference between the two. I'll put them up to the test, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again here. Now, this is what I'm going to say. This stag that I have right here is a 25D. The girl that showed it to me, she had a stag on the counter too. It was a 26B. And I said, how much is that stag right there? She said 62. I'm like, $62? I'm like, the market is starting to balance itself out. So I drank them. I drank both of them. Colonel E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, uncut, unfiltered, tastes better than the stag. If y'all say, Ricky, you crazy as hell, I'll take that. I'll take that. My taste profile, my palate, my nose, everything, I think that Colonel E.H. Taylor tastes better than stag. If y'all have any comments about that, I'll I solicit them. But I think the E.H. Taylor tastes better than stag. So that's where we're at right now. This cigar is really damn tasty to me tonight. There you go. The cigar is really tasty to me. It tastes good. It brings out a lot with the H. Taylor. And we're going to rock with the cigars tomorrow. We're going to rock with some, I don't know what the hell, Ben. Ben could bring me over something that, like, I don't know. He's coming tomorrow. He's going to be on my live. Ben is a real OG. He's a for real dog. And I'm not saying DOG, but a DAWG. DAWG. He's a dog. And he brings a lot to the bourbon game. He brings a lot to it. And that's my guy. And we're going to be bringing different people in on Sunday, partying with us on the deck if it don't rain. We're going to be drinking on the deck. Y'all don't want to miss this one because I've been planning this one all week long. And he's coming. I'm going to be there, obviously. But I think we have a special guest coming on with us that night. And this one's going to shake it. It's going to shake and bake tomorrow. I hope that after it's done and over with, y'all say, hey, man, Ricky, I like your show. You're a cool dude and everything like that because it's going to be all love. But I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm not promoting channels no more that take advantage of bourbon drinkers. I'm not going to promote y'all liquor stores no more. And y'all can say, well, I don't give a damn. You don't have to promote my channel no more. You don't have to promote me because you only have 35, 40 people. You don't have to promote my channel. You don't have to promote my liquor store. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But y'all beating people and price gouging the hell out of people and doing what you do, I'm done with that, y'all. Okay, somebody got to stand on all 10 on that one. You know what? I clap for my damn self. I'll stand it up myself because here's the thing. You got to quit. You have to quit doing that. Stop price gouging people and stop beating people. And I'll call a spade a spade. You need to stop quit beating. And y'all like, Ricky, what is going on? Guys, I'm done with the nonsense of these dudes, man, doing this to. We just enjoy bourbon. Here's the thing. I'm so smooth about it until beer prices are steady. Craft beers are steady. Vodkas are steady. Gins are steady. Rums are steady. All the way across the board. We all see the prices. It might fluctuate a quarter or 50 cent every now and then. Hell, scotches are steady. Okay, wines are steady all the way across the board, bro. But then all of a sudden we get to this thing called bourbon. Then y'all want to go ahead on. Y'all want to go ahead on. Y'all want to go ahead on, and give us something with no Vaseline. Oh man, that's the only liquor that people price gouge. But on the flip side, these what is the what's your meaning of life is? My life's good, bro. My life's good. All my kids are going out of the house. Me and Mama, she got her recliner. I'm gonna break it down to you. There, Brave. She has her recliner. I got my recliner. 11 o'clock, we're going to bed with each other in a nice house, nice neighborhood, nice friends. Got a good job. Got some liquor. Got some good cigars. My life is good, bro. If I wanted to complain, I wouldn't complain. That's the meaning of life is right to me. And so, but what I'm saying is here's the thing: these craft distilleries are putting out some good stuff. Crittendens is putting out some magical stuff. Okay, they're putting out some good stuff at good prices. Y'all help me. You look, y'all ain't gotta listen. I'm gonna call a spade tonight because y'all gonna be like, Rick, he done got mad. He in his feelings. Y'all ain't gotta hide no more behind the bushes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all, and I got mediocre bourbon. I ain't got the big shit up on my. Y'all making me act up. Yeah, we got the Cam fam up in here with their little kids. Y'all, I got mediocre stuff. I ain't got the big baller stuff. Hell, we want to enjoy the big baller stuff too, but we can't afford it because when you look online, and it's let's just go say let's say $50 a bottle, and when it hit the liquor store, it's 158 bottle. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make that make sense. $100 markup too, and then our dumbasses would just go ahead on and buy it just to be able to. No, I'm done with that. So don't expect me to come up into your liquor store and 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 y'all put stuff out on Facebook. Hey, we got the neatest and greatest thing like that. You know what? We got the neatest and greatest thing and all this, that, and other. Nope. Let me tell you something. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. I'll keep grinding my channel out. But I have to be honest. I said this to my wife when I started this thing out in February. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell what my truth is because it's my money that I'm spending. I cannot get here and tell people go to X, Y, and Z liquor store and buy their stuff. And I know damn good and well it's 3 times the amount. I can't do that. I can't. Hell, it make me want to get online and go steal my damn self and make my own stuff in my garage. I would, but I would think I'd blow my damn house up. So that's what I want to get off my chest tonight. I hope that I didn't offend anybody. Truth's the truth. Truth's the truth. I mean, you tell the truth, shame the devil. But it is what it is. We got to stop, and we're going to continue on. We're going to continue on letting these dudes get over on us. We're going to continue on letting these dudes get over on us by buying it and supporting it until we get together and be like, enough's enough, man. Yay. Hey, that's where I'm at. So listen here. I'm about to slide on over to this other channel. There was a local store that tried to get $80 for an old Fit 7. What is the price of an old Fit 7? Is 80? I thought, here's the thing right there, Ben Gillette. Check this out. What's going to happen is Costco's is going to see what's going on in this bourbon game. And Costco, Sam's is like a welfare case. Sam's is like Section 8 right now. Sam's is like Section 8. What's going to happen is Costco's is going to start seeing this. Is Costco's is going to start to be like, okay, cool. We're going to capture these dudes. We're going to start getting stuff in there that they like, and we're going to go ahead and hook up with them. So I done pissed some folks off because my numbers done dropped tonight, but that's cool. I'm good with that. At least I can be happy tonight. When I go in the house and buy me something to eat, I could be happy that I told the truth. Okay. So we already slide over here to here. I'm gonna put this in for y'all, and we're gonna slide over to his channel. Now I just wanted to be on with you guys for just a little bit tonight and just run that by this with this. Y'all look it up. I'm gonna support him too. Okay. We're gonna slide over to his channel and we're gonna rock and roll with him tonight. I don't know what they got going on over there. Another Fort Wayne Bourbon Club here locally. Like I tell y'all every week, don't drink and drive. And hey, y'all keep your head on a swivel and don't fall off your pivot, okay? And stop letting these liquor stores get over on you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, sip and trip. We're going to do it on the deck. 6 years ago, Blanton's was under 50. 6 years ago, Blanton's was under $50. Prices are crazy now. Yes, sir. Absolutely, Will G. $109 as of today. $109. That's a $59 increase off of subpar bourbon. That's where I'm at. So I appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate you guys hearing me. We talk to you guys tomorrow. Be on the live at 6. It's going to be a banger. We're going to pick up where we left off today. Appreciate you guys. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk at you later.